We're in the offices of Lawrence D. Bell, president of Bell Aircraft Corporation, and one of aviation's most noted pioneers. Mr. Bell, I understand that you have two rather significant anniversaries on your calendar. The 20th anniversary of your company and your personal 43rd year in the aviation industry. 43 years is a long time to have devoted to one enterprise. How do you feel after spending that many years in this business?
Well, sometimes it feels like a lifetime, and other times it feels like only yesterday.
In the course of spending 43 years with aviation, do you recall any significant aviation events?
Yes, there have been a lot of aviation events, but I don't know which ones I should mention in particular.
Well, what do you think are the most noteworthy?
Well, I think the most noteworthy one, of course, is the first flight by the Wright brothers in the beginning, and I believe the second most noteworthy, although there were many others too, was the first supersonic flight of the X-1, which for the first time in the history of the world exceeded the speed of sound. And I believe that the third most important one is our new VTOL, which is capable of very high speed and at the same time vertical takeoff and landing.
Well, today much mention is made of VTOL, breaking the sound barrier, and next the thermal barrier, which you mentioned before was the heat barrier. We look upon aviation as being in the age of the scientist. Could you sort of explain that? What specifically do we mean by the age of the scientist?
Well, in the first place, aviation encompasses practically all trades and professions known to man. But more recently, we have gone beyond the atmosphere with very high speeds, and we are now getting into problems that only the scientists can solve. And I think we will find that the scientists will make the next big contribution to this business.
We're all aware of the fact that aviation has come a very long way in the past 43 years, and today there are people who look upon it as the nation's first line of defense. Well, then the most logical question is, where does aviation go from there?
I believe that the next stage in aviation will probably be the further development of the guided missile as a military weapon.
Regarding the nation's defense, what would you say was your greatest contribution to the nation during the World War II era?
I suppose it was the production of our P-39 airplanes that fought all over the world in World War II.
Well, the P-39 being a significant contribution during World War II is as significant as the X-1 series is significant today to research.
Yes, the X-1 is a great research airplane, and it was for that we got the Collier Trophy.
I see. Well, actually, this trophy represents a pretty important event. It's the Collier Trophy, aviation's highest award, and it was given in recognition of the world's first supersonic flight by the Bell X-1A, and it was awarded back on October 14th of 1947.
Mr. Fagan, this is the model of the X-1A, successor to the X-1, that holds the world speed record of 1,650 miles an hour in excess of 90,000 foot altitude. This, as you'll remember, is our little helicopter, three-place, Model 47, perhaps the most completely tested helicopter in the world. And this is our new machine called a converter plane built for the United States Army, which has the capacity of taking off vertically and then rotating its rotors down like that to become propellers. And this, of course, is our little VTOL, which has the ability to take off vertically, and then you can change the engines like that and fly at high speed of Mach 2.
Well, certainly wonderful progress has been made in the aviation industry through you, Mr. Bell. I want to thank you very much.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations on your 20th anniversary.
Thank you very much.